Hello and welcome back, everybody. My name is Lucas. This is Lucasgvariety, and I'm back with my friends here to play the Fallout RPG, the ATL. This is our actual play on Tuesday, August 23rd of 2022, Episode 1. I almost said Episode 2. Episode 1, since it was 0 last time. It probably should have been 1. I don't know. But anyways, we're back.
0 and 0.5.
Yeah, okay. So this will be officially this episode number 1. We'll think of a cool name along the way. I invite anybody in the audience to go, hey, that's a cool name for this episode. Throw it in the chat. Players, same, or in Discord. We'll vote on the names later. And I think that's all I got. I think I'm not going to waste any time. Oh, wait. Official, unofficial, fictional sponsor, Sugar Bombs. When you just don't have enough sugar in your system, put in about 200 grams more, and then 200 more. Sugar Bombs for all your breakfast needs. Okay. Soundways Ghost, the Overseer. To you.
What? Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah,
okay.
It is.
His name is Lucasgvariety, and he is... Oh, wait. You're talking about me running the game.
Talk about me all night. I don't care. I love it.
Last time on Fallout, the ATL, session 0.5, I guess is what he's wanting to call it now. The group found themselves waking up, having an unknown amount of time for them, in pods in the basement of a building, finding out they're listed as test subjects of a number I literally did not write down and just going to keep not saying it again out loud. And were tested a couple times physically and mentally, and then they were released out into the world. They ran across a man that called a ghoul man that called himself Zorm, that was manhandling a Yagwai, and told them to follow him to the next safest area, which was Rowan Groves. The curtain opens, basically, with the group. Basically, he said, "Welcome to Rowan's Groves." He did a big flourish, and he walked into his bar. So
he's got a bar now.
It's labeled bar. It doesn't have a name other than bar. It just says bar.
I love that. It's a bar named Bar. Short, straight, to the point.
There's a store named Store.
No time to waste when you're in the wasteland, right?
There's another sign. It looks like a road sign, like someone ripped off Best Western type sign. You know, like the old, the highway, the interstate. There we go. English. The interstate sign that says, a name of a not a generic name for not inns, not like freaking, it's not D&D inn, but hotel. There we go. It just says hotel and a small metal sign stacked on another bigger house across the street from the store.
The bar? Oh.
So we got a bar and a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
And a store.
And a store?
And
a store.
Yeah. He said welcome to Rowan's Grove, and he went into the bar and hasn't come back out. Just left the bear there.
I mean, somebody decided they were going to, process the bear, didn't they? I remember somebody saying that.
I think I have it.
I think we talked about it briefly, but we're at the end of the night. Well, maybe Calamity did she?
I think she got some.
Because I think we had 4. Oh yeah, because that was the last roll. It shows a 4.
Yeah, I got 4. I've got 4 of the Yagwai meat and 4 Radroach meat. So we're eating good, guys.
That's right. We had 4 and 4.
We're eating real good.
Very
just
nice.
Big chunks of rib meat and everything, all just hacking out.
Steaks, Yagwai steaks.
Steaks are great. Let's eat them.
So, as you're standing there, butchering up this bear in the middle of town, you hear rink tunk, rink tunk, rink tunk, and like this whirring noise. As around a corner, basically the town kind of does a bend. Like the bar is in the center of the bend, and there's nothing across the street but like a little farm piece. And then around the store and end corner, which is basically in front of you from where you came from, there is a Protectron kind of doing its waddle walk in your direction. Mm-hmm. It's painted in the traditional police blue for Protectrons, but it has a cowboy hat on. Yes.
A cowboy robot. Incredible. Oh, I love him.
Huh?
It
What,
stops.
you've never seen a Protectron before?
Not like that.
Yeah, it stops nearby, kind of turns its body towards each of you slowly, then down. City ordinance. Clean up dead bodies after processing. Good day, citizens. And it tunk, 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 shunk away.
I guess.
No, it's telling you to do it.
I'm not cleaning up. I am not cleaning that up. I just processed it. Someone else can do it.
How do we clean it up? It's
Zero yanks it by the tail and just starts dragging it
There
off
you
to
go.
the side. Clean.
Is that satisfy you, officer?
It just
Oh wait,
keeps
the Protectron's good. Just keeps walking. I'm surprised you know
A new
what
word.
soap is, Sundance. I'm surprised you know what soap is, Sundance. Well, it's just, from your smell, I assumed you wouldn't know. Yeah, it's a pretty low dig, actually. It's a pretty low blow. Doesn't deserve it. Crying on the inside.
Are we not going to address the fact that that was not a Mr. Handy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it goes around the corner and you hear it off in the distance. Patrol complete, recharging.
That's cute. Yeah, there you go. You can get a selfie with him. Show all your vault friends when you get home. No, I'm going to the bar. I'm following Sundance. This is a really good idea. I could use a drink.
Oh yeah, we're going to the bar.
It has no doors.
Nice.
There's hinges, but there's no doors. Actually,
Poetry there somewhere.
let me correct that. There are hinges on the wall. There are no doors in your way, but there are two doors laying besides the wall inside the bar. Like they have been broken off and no one's fixed them. So
I could fix that easy if you give me a hammer and some nails.
So I'll respond to that in a second. So the bar is pretty standard. It's box standard. Yes, downstairs, no upstairs to this. There's floor area, 4 tables and 4 chairs at each table. There is a bar. It doesn't have any bar stools at it. And behind the bar, instead of like in the modern day, you have all these millions of liquors up there, all these different bottles. Behind the bar, in this glass case, is a top hat. The one that you saw Zorm wear earlier. This has chains around it. It looks like someone has tried to chain a mythical creature of long lost years. Like something from an old god in real life, in our life, like a Godzilla movie or something, where they had chains on the outside of glass and then bars inside the glass. Like there's a lot of locks, and he's literally, as you walk in, Zorm's literally clamping a big head-sized clamp to clamp all these chains together. Just chunking it in place.
Around the hat.
Safe. Around the hat. All this around the hat. He's like, whew, safe for another day. I'll fix you yet.
Does it look like this?
I can't see it right now. Hold on. I gotta expand this.
It is the Zorm hat. It might not.
It is
It is the Zorm
It is
hat.
a form of that hat.
Ooh, a
that
form.
is has
Okay.
it's the same hat from before he was wearing before that has a giant bite mark looking piece taken out of the side. But despite the fact that it's got a hole in the side that looks like a bite mark, the hat doesn't crumple. It's still rigid. It just there's a chunk missing. He slams that lock closed, and you hear him say, safe for another day. What was that about fixing my door?
I mean, now I'm more curious about this hat situation.
Oh, this little guy? You don't worry about that.
Yeah, are
little
you
guy.
worried
He's
he's gonna
fine.
walk off? Is he gonna walk off or something? Grow legs, you think?
It's much worse than that, but you ain't gotta worry about it. He's a good boy. He's my best boy. Ain't your best boy? And he pokes it, and he doesn't move. There's nothing moving. He's like, hold on.
Pet.
He's like, hold on. This feels super awkward right now. I don't really feel comfortable with this. Let me get a backup hat. I got this from a guy. His name was Ping Pong or something. I don't know. Let me just put my hat on. I feel much better wearing a hat. Okay, what were you saying?
I mean,
The hats.
I don't even remember now. I have more questions about the hats now. I would like to know what it
I've
is
got
about
hat hair.
ghouls and hats.
It's not ghouls. I just have hat hair.
But okay, I feel like I should leave this topic alone. I feel like
It's gonna go on forever
for ghouls. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can keep going with it, but you know.
I mean, do you want me to fix
I
it?
think Sundance takes off his hat. You know, you see just like strands of some hair remaining, but not a lot. He's like, it's to protect our luscious locks. That's why we wear hats.
That is a rich tapestry. All right.
It is.
I said I would fix your door. Let's see if I can do that actually.
I mean, you don't have to do it right now. I mean, you're
repair.
I mean, come on,
Yeah,
you guys should
repair
have
is.
take a chair. Oh well, big guy. You might want to sit in the floor. I don't have a chair for you yet.
He sits like.
Oh, I was
on
wondering
a
if
chair.
I'll
so
get you
Zero
a
is with
cushion.
us. Okay.
I'll get you a cushion, big guy. He goes and gets like a mattress and starts dragging it out the back.
Zero.
Holding it over. Here's a cushion. Here's a mattress, big guy.
I think Sundance pokes you. Did you bring the Baron with you, or did you go take it somewhere else?
No,
Oh, please bring it in.
but by Bush.
Okay. He's like, you know, I figured if the proprietor is a ghoul, we'd have a chance at a, you know, warm welcoming. Even you seem to be getting one. That's pretty rare.
Zora laughs. He's like, you guys aren't the strangest thing I've ever seen. But this one time, I don't even know what he was. Never mind. It was like the dude that hated other dudes. It was this weird thing. Undertow or something. Underlord. Yeah, he was the Underlord. He was weird. Anyway, drinks. Let me get you guys a round of drinks.
Easter eggs.
Do you want water that makes you glow or water that makes you not glow? And he points at you.
Glow.
Oh,
Dirty water, real water. And he points at the girl.
Where's Lucky at?
thank you.
I want to not glow.
No, I'd like to glow, please.
No, glow. No.
You don't want the glowing water, Calamity. I think you know that.
You look like a boy that is
She
so
wants-
fresh behind the ears, you're still clean.
She wants
I'll
fire
get you
water.
I'll get you a new Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
What?
do you have anything?
You'll get me a what?
Wow, you are new. You don't even know
Yeah.
Coca-Cola? Anyway,
He's a child.
all children your
You're
age
telling me,
loves
Zorn.
it. Like, it was billboards. You'll find them everywhere downtown. Anyway, he goes back. He hustles off, brings out 2 dirty waters, a beer. Just beer. It's got a label that's sideways. It just says the word beer.
Nice.
You can tell was ripped off of something else to be stuck to the bottle.
I pick it up.
And
I
a
go,
Nuka-Cola.
Zorn, do you have? Oh.
But he doesn't
Zorn,
give
do
you
have
the
any-
cap. He takes the Nuka-Cola, pops the cap, puts it in front of you, and puts that boop, right in his pocket.
Oh, that's smart. Smart.
Thank
Takes
you.
the cap.
Smart move. Smart move.
So, well, dinner is a little bit later, but so I bet you're wondering what the heck just happened to you yesterday, huh? Well, today.
I mean, that's one of many questions that I have personally in this situation in
Well-
particular.
Go ahead. You got any other ones that are more relevant?
Yeah, do you have anything stronger?
I mean, I do, but he looks away, looks back. I don't think you'll be able to hear the questions if I give you the good stuff.
Fine. Stick with my water. What was my other
Alright.
question? I had another question. Oh, who's the what'd you call that guy? The Underlord?
Underlord, he was this dude. He was trying to save the world. He was like sweet on this one girl, and like he made these little like leopards, seals, or something like that. It was,
Sorry.
I don't know. It's just this whole story. It's hard to remember. Okay, it's been a long time. Shut up, Lucas. Why are you laughing?
Sorry.
I'm trying to tell a story here, Lucas.
I know, but once I clicked in my head, I'm like, I just guffawed. You know.
So anyway,
Alright.
so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much his story.
All right.
You have to
back
take
to
it
You
down.
know.
What's that,
What
big
you
guy?
know. What you know.
About you guys?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
experiment.
Okay.
He wants to know before he
Oh, the
starts wrecking stuff.
That's right. She keeps getting me distracted with these cool questions.
Sorry.
You're fine. Look,
I'm
every
not
couple
sorry.
years, another batch of you guys come out that hole. We've stuck people down there. We've stuck animals down there. We've even like sealed it up. And 5 to 6 years later, new people pop out that hole one night. Every time, same story. Voices, experiments, project numbers. There's got to be an ungodly number. He looks over towards the bar, and there's like this. Oh my gosh, over 1,000 of you already. Anyway, this big voice tells you, "Hey, you're free now. Go to the live testing area," and then it sends you out here to the wasteland. None of you ever come back this way, though. That's one thing I do know. Once
why
you guys
wouldn't they?
leave, I can't go back. I can't get in there, so we just stopped trying.
But,
No, I
but
mean-
why would they want to go the other way? The other way is scary.
Well, well, kid, everywhere around here is a little scary. You go up about a few hundred miles north, there's another city. If you make it that far, caravans usually have. Oh, let's say we're a trading hub with a lot of caravans stop here to get off the main road to get a night's rest before they go into the town proper. And we hear there's a shooting ground in between here and there. So it's, there's profit to be made if you're an entrepreneur sort, but it's dangerous. But again, you saw the Yaguai. Everything's dangerous around here. It's the wasteland. We've got it better than most, though, here. Kind of the green jewel of the state of Georgia.
Interesting.
It looked a lot better back before it got all blew up, I'm sure, but it's pretty nice now, too.
Everything
Buried
did.
out there.
He looks at you like Ghoul. The Ghoul's like, everything looked better back then.
Air was cleaner. Smells like poop.
Excellent radiated
Yes.
water. Thank you.
Yeah, and you're literally drinking like swirly brown water. Yeah,
Delicious.
sure did.
Sure did look so good back then. Drinks
Things were so much better.
drinks the most horrible water in the world.
Sludgy water.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot better than the refugee camp I grew up in. Let me tell you that, Lucky. You're lucky to have grown up outside the wasteland.
Oh, he's one of the Vault Boys. I thought I was wondering if he just stole one of those. Most people just steal those suits nowadays. You're a lucky kid. You're going to get to see all this for the first time. Poor sucker. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
yeah, like I
pretty
said,
much been our MO.
everybody come out of there. They take off running towards one end of the world or the other. And we don't hear much back. So we don't know what happens after you leave. But like I said, every couple of years, another batch of you comes out. Wish we could help you more every time. I can give you some general. Oh, I got something for you. Wait. And he runs, hops behind the bar again, rummages around. You see like another hat. And he ducks down.
He's got props.
Mad props.
Mad props over here.
Zero.
Okay.
This isn't so bad. We might have to stay here tonight.
Okay. All right. So like I was saying,
Yeah, nice.
here's the
Glowy
map.
water. Need glowy water.
He brings over a map. He slats it on the table, and it's the loading map from the game. From
Hold on.
the Atlanta.
We need
map
more glowing
with
water, by
stylus.
the way.
Oh yes, of course. He brings that over too.
Lucky hasn't even taken a sip of his water. He's not sure if it's a...
Hey, yours is
like-
not water. Yours is a cola.
Oh, right. His is the Nuka-Cola, right?
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
Can Calamity reach over and like down the Nuka-Cola?
He's not going to let her. He's like, it's fine.
Well, if you're not gonna.
The moment
have
she actually tries to take it, he's like,
it-
he's doing the thing that kids do. They're just like, no, it's mine.
Such a
Your head
vault boy.
Oh, no.
Can't share. You'd think a vault boy would be better at sharing.
He's getting the hang of being out here, all right. Looking out for number one.
So yeah, he slaps down the map on the table, and he points to where you guys are physically at right now, which is this little white marker
Is there
way up here.
is there a way to do like a bullseye or like make it jump out if I want to? Just to show
Not
people.
without zooming, unfortunately. I
I've
can
been
make the
zooming.
icon bigger.
No, like when I make it like beep, like with a color or something like in roll 20. Is there a way to? I can do that.
You should be able to hold X, and then click.
Ah, that is bueno.
That's the ping too.
That is bueno. Okay.
And I made it bigger. I mean, the location's not changing size, but the icon's a little easier to remember where you are. So he's like, "This is us here in Rowan's Grove," and he points at this road over here. This is the old 75 route out of town. Goes up in the mountains. This is the major caravan point all the way down to here, and he points down here to the biggest and most heavily fortified checkpoint on the on the loop. You don't want to be messing with them boys unless you're being very polite. So don't go to the loop and causing trouble. There's a lot of those boys.
What kind of boys?
Former raiders turned racers. Worst sorts.
Racers, you say?
Racers.
Racing
Yeah.
what exactly?
Everything. Everything that can move faster than a walk can be raced if you're
It's Fast
crazy
and
enough.
Furious.
Are you talking
It's
about?
Fast and Furious.
Are you talking? And I don't want to say it because I don't want to get my hopes up. It's been over 230 years since I've driven one. But would you possibly be thinking or saying that they have automobiles? Ones that actually are up and running, 4 wheels and engines?
Yeah. What else are they racing?
Holy
Get
cow.
out there racing matchbox cars? No.
He seems like blown away by it, like just sits back in his chair. He's like, whoa.
Now look, you're old. You're old too. You remember cars. These aren't cars. These are junk running.
That's all right. That's what I used to do for a living, was make that junk keep running.
Well, unfortunately, they don't take newbies, but you can talk to them. But anyway, like I said, right next to it, it used to be across both sides of the loop, but now it's actually ripped out and only on one side is Cumberland. It's the next biggest town before you get inside the loop.
Where's that at?
It's,
Yeah, I live here.
I could show you.
So
I could
it's
show
the
you
one on
Google Maps.
either. So on the map, it's the one that's on either side of the
Yeah.
loop.
The original town was on both sides, but he's saying that
The side inside the loop has been destroyed.
it's either been
Well-
destroyed or it belongs to somebody else.
It's just in,
Wow.
You're
not
not
easy to
going
get
there.
to.
Yep.
We could.
He's like, any of
Cumberland.
these major points you see on the map, just expect to find checkpoints. I ain't been to all these. I get most of this information from traders. They either go all the way into the inside of the old downtown, or they don't make it much farther than the Cumberland checkpoint.
That's some food for thought.
Now,
Maybe I'll find some work, Zero. Oh, wait. Sorry. If he's still talking, I'll wait. I have something, though.
no, go ahead.
He's
He
like-
stops.
He looks like Sundance looks over at Calamity, pulls out the identical note that we share.
I was just about to do that.
Well, I mean, maybe we do it at about the same time, even with like slap it down on the table or something like that. Like, we got these. That's what we were heading here for. At
He looks
least
down at it. He picks
separately,
them
but
up.
now unified, I suppose. He almost spits like he's
Oh.
like, no wait.
Oh, these are old. When did you get these?
Old.
I don't know, a few weeks back. Picked one up in, names off some city. He goes, Hillsdale, I think. It's several tens of miles, maybe hundreds of miles from here. I don't know.
Either somebody was yanking your chain, boys, folks, or this test batch is about 6 months overdue. The person who put these bounties out was killed in a Yaguai raid about 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Years ago.
God, we must have got it off. I bet one of the test subjects that got out had a note, wandered our way.
Possible. I wouldn't know. I don't know how it works. Most folks, I ain't heard of nobody missing over 3 or 4 days, honestly, from what they say. You know, you never know.
He looks up.
Has an accurate timepiece anymore.
He crumbles it up and like throws it on the map. You know, he looks up at Zero. I feel like Zero's still like over, even though Zero's sitting on a mattress. I still feel like he's taller than.
He would be like his forehead would be like right over your forehead.
Okay, so he's just looking
not,
at. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
But if he's sitting down, you know, if he's sitting on his butt.
he puts his arm around his shoulders, like, you know, respected, loving, like brother. Like, Zero, I thought we had some work, old friend, but looks like we're out of jobs at the moment.
Oh, I wouldn't go. I feel like Calamity has now developed like a southern accent, like a Matthew McConaughey southern accent.
That works.
She goes, not necessarily.
Now,
Go towards those racers. Now, this is what I'm saying. Here's my plan. If we go toward the racers, maybe we can start, you know, putting something together that would look something like a job.
Like racing.
So I have to ask, why are you talking about jobs?
You know,
Oh, God.
this. So what you do in real life is you work for someone. They pay you bottle caps or trade, and then you make food from that because you trade more. And then you eat and live.
yeah,
Didn't
most
you have a
most
job
of the
in
face you're
the
gonna find out the wastes aren't as nice as folks here in Rowan's Grove.
Yeah.
Just give you the shirt off our backs
Jeez.
practically, and his shirt is not. You can tell his shirt does not come off.
Well,
And he's like shirt off our backs, and it's like literally you can just his body moves when he moves his shirt. He's like he's
Hang on,
he's
guys.
been in
I'll
this
be right
shirt
back.
for a long time.
sure. I think
So-
Lucky brings up a good thing. I mean, out of character. Like, I want to. Sorry, my voice is already feeling wrecked. Jason, don't let me talk over to you if you want to speak. I'm just okay. Like, he explains like, you know, how a job works, and he's like, wait a minute. Why am I even saying this? What did you do growing up? How did you earn your keep?
I had to go to the place they told me to go when it was time to go.
He was one of them
What do you-
experiments.
So how do you expect to eat out here when no one? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So like I had to go to the room they told me to go to when it was time to go there, and then I would do a thing, and the thing always varied. Sometimes I had to like break a mirror. Sometimes I had to rub like a piece of like a rabbit's foot. You know, one time they made me walk under like 13 ladders, so I had to do stuff so they would feed me, but
I love it.
I didn't think that was a job.
You're just lucky. I love it.
His jobs are much easier than ours.
Yes, I know, and he probably got paid more.
I mean, I got paid in food.
Yeah, that's about the
That's
highest.
good.
That's about the highest thing you can get paid in.
Well, I don't know much jobs in town. There's only 3 of us right now without the caravans on hold for the season. They've been waiting for them to come back before we start building the numbers back up. You might could talk to Faith over at the store. Dom at the inn might have some ideas.
Yeah.
He always seems to slip off and show back up with some new information. I'll give you a couple hints where things are. And he points at the map again. He's like, I said, there's Cumberland. And you see this pretty picture right here?
Oops, let me see.
Yeah?
Don't go there.
Don't. He looks like he's having fun. His
Yeah.
arms are up. He's like,
They're
"Yay!"
so happy. Yeah, they look great. I'm pretty sure that means they're running away from something really bad. And they're like, no, don't come here. Because whatever it is, every time a caravan has decided to go that way instead of coming this way to take a break from the road, that caravan is gone, and no one ever sees them again.
So we need to hit 75 and go straight south as opposed to going west further.
I mean,
Whoa.
you can go, just don't go
Whoa.
there. Like when
Isn't that
most
Whitewater?
caravans think it's look, pretty parking lot, nice and big, empty, and then they're gone. We never hear from them again. Every time they've told us one of their people's went there. So just don't do it. Also, I've been told it's really important to remember, and he points way across the map to the other side. He's like, most of Atlanta got pretty much missed because of well, honestly, I wasn't here. I was up in DC when this all went down. So I don't know for sure. But according
What's
to
a DC?
Don't interrupt.
Washington, D.C., the capital of the, whatever, kid. This place.
Don't mind him. He's
It's
a
red
little-
outline
he's a
on
little
all the
slow.
maps.
Where is it?
Whatever happened here, it's death. Okay? You don't go in there unless you're either stupid, you can't realize that you're about to die because the air is as thick as molasses, or, you like the color green a
Sounds
lot.
like Lucky.
Where
I'm green.
can you mark it on the map again? I don't see where you were pointing
Yeah, I
to.
don't see it.
Basically the east side of the map.
Yep, there's this black line.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. Oh, the thin belt thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Don't go in
So
there.
that, he's like saying don't go. He was told you don't want to go in there because it's dangerous.
Who told you that?
Yeah, some caravaner, his guard, that he kept saying that he'd been down to Warner Robins or something like that, and he'd made the gap and came back up. I didn't believe him. No one's made it past Atlanta for years. There's no
No one's
reason to.
ever-
Everything you need's right here. I mean, look at
And
all.
no
Look
one's
out
from
there. Look at all the
Warner
green.
Robins.
Warner Robins is freaking.
No one's from Warner Robins. Sorry, y'all. That's
There's no way he made it that far.
No.
The gator claws got him way before he got that far anyway.
Gator claws.
Yeah, you don't know about the gator claws? You thought you were like me. You're old, right?
We've seen death claws. Ray-Zero.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
So you're familiar. Death claws or death claws, big towering monsters of metal are possibly made of metal bones. You think because they're so strong, and they can bite a man in armor in two. Gator claws could bite a whole man in two. And they like the water, so that's fun. They need it to live. They need it to live too. They live to eat you. It works out for them.
Oh, we need to get Zero some new gator claw boots, don't we, Zero?
Boots.
Now, I don't rightly know what you are, Mr. Zero. We don't see many of your kind around here, and most times we've ever seen one of you, you opened fire and you started yelling and stuff. So don't be expecting a warm welcome everywhere. They won't
I
shoot
am
on
super-
fire. Super mutant.
Mm.
That sounds pretentious as hell. Okay, so you're super
I don't
and you're
pretend.
mutant. So,
Yeah, that's good.
like I said, though, no one knows what you are. We all heard stories that your kind just start shooting upon sight. We don't see you. You're like the boogeyman, super. Now we got a name. Now everybody's going to know. You watch. They won't know who I am, but 6 months, everyone's going to know that name now because it's freaking the world.
Boo.
Bad news.
Boogeyman.
More like Booger Man, am I right?
Oh,
Oh, I can't. See, now you guys Zero started. Great.
Got food.
Don't quit encouraging him to dig for green gold. Listen, we need to go find some work, or we're gonna starve.
so
Eventually.
if
Okay.
you got any more
Not
questions,
starving
let
is
me know.
good.
I mean, we got some rad roach and some yaguai meat. We can have.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty.
Are you supposed to eat those?
Why do you think we were harvesting the meat from those things? to put on our wall in a
What
frame.
else do
Keep
you
up,
eat?
Vault Boy.
We're gonna eat roaches and mutated bears that look like zombies.
Delicious. Especially good with the side of mushrooms. Excellent. Foraged from the forest.
Here's the
They're
thing.
they're a little
Some
green,
bats.
but
Oh,
This one die quick.
I agree. Listen, and I'm talking about Lucky basically, but not to his face. You know, like I'm talking at him, but I'm looking at Zero, and he's like, when he gets hungry enough, when he's gone days without food, that rad roach is gonna start looking mighty tasty.
that's all I'm saying. Believe me, don't worry. I'll cook it up real nice for you, Vault Boy. I've got a secret recipe, and it involves cooking it over an open flame, and that's it.
Oh, Storm, you got an open flame or a cooking station? We can maybe
Not even a
use.
cooking station. just
He
a
looks behind
single
himself.
open flame.
He looks behind himself. Well, I've got a bar. I've got beer. Got other alcohols.
Maybe the hotel. Then.
It seems I don't. Yeah, I'm a bar.
Good text.
He looks towards the door. I don't think it said bar and grill on my door when I showed up here 6 months ago. Or was it 60 years ago? I don't remember. 600? No, that's too many zeros.
You know, you ain't gone feral yet, so it doesn't matter. We'll find it, or we'll eat it raw.
Well, that'd be a terrible idea. It's gross. A little too squirmy in the mouth. But you might want to just go. You can talk to the store lady.
Yeah.
Fate's pretty cool. She's a nice lady. She disappears occasionally too. I don't know where she or Dom go. They just gone.
Sounds like my kind of lady.
Let's go talk to her. See what kind of supplies maybe we have to give or get if we need anything. And we need to bunk down
Yeah.
somewhere.
Zorm, did you want me to fix your door before we
Oh,
left?
that's right.
Nah, it's all right. It's been like
Okay.
that since I got here. Honestly,
All right.
if you put it back up, JD would probably just walk back through doing a wellness check and knock the door off again.
Who's JD?
You didn't. I heard him walking down. Like, you can't miss him. He's a walking pile of garbage.
Ah, the protector on.
The
Yeah,
protector.
yeah. The guy that put that note out, he put him together. It bought him like from piece by piece from caravans, and then was like, oh, now we got a protector. Zorm been protecting this town for over 600 years. 300, I don't know. Too many zeros.
Okay.
I don't doubt it, Zorm. I don't doubt it
Okay.
at all.
Well, that's a good note to get out of this guy's face.
Yeah.
Zero,
Thank you very much for your help, Zorm.
you want to go look at
And I
trinkets?
walk out.
Trinkets.
Let's go shopping, boys.
Now remember, no touching. You break it, you bought it, and we don't have a lot of caps. No,
So
I'll
I
just
enter.
take.
no, you don't take. Not when people are being polite to
mean-
us.
I mean,
Yeah, well, he's not gonna tell
I look
you.
at-
He's not gonna tell you what to do, but
What?
I look at Zero, and I'm like, I'm on the same page. Look at you. I'm like,
She
get
take
you.
two.
I see you. Hey, we gotta
So-
do what we gotta
don't
do.
be
what we gotta
influenced
do.
by her. Trust me.
So Fate's store,
Oh man,
or just
you're
store,
gonna be the death of us.
is a pretty much just a one
This is
room
awesome.
thing. And it's just 3 glass cases. You know, one is the lift tops that have the locks on them, which are like the display pieces that have like random items with like a price tag written in, like, looks like maybe charcoal. And then there's the windows with actual amounts of items underneath, kind of like a candy store has, where you got like this is what they are, this is how much they price, and when you ask to buy something, they'd reach down below. It's mostly food items, but there are some general goods as well. And you can ask her. So
who is
as
she?
you walk in,
Yeah.
she's an older lady. She's probably in her late 40s. She's got her hair back. She looks up as you enter. She's then wiping her hands as she was, doing something with her hands. I don't know. That's what she does. And she tosses a towel over her shoulder. Well, for you guys what had Zorm all in arms is getting himself all prettied up for.
Think he had a
Swear.
crush on me.
Hi,
He-
I'm Lucky.
Hi, Lucky.
Shut
I'm
up,
Faith.
Lucky.
Faith Friendly. Welcome to my store, named Store, because I don't know how to change the label.
These generic names.
Hey,
It's a lovely
it was on the
story you
building
have
when we
here,
got here.
man.
Is Lucky? Did you
Fair
come
enough.
too?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why Lucky was like, "Hi, I'm Lucky."
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was typing. I missed that. Apparently, we're all friends. And he looks back at like his
Speak
companions.
for
Like,
yourself.
Oh, are you guys? You
You-
guys came from the experiment thing, didn't you?
mhm.
Oh, you guys are rare nowadays. Now, was it every decade now? It's been a long time. I was a little girl the last time somebody popped out of that hole. Wow.
Well, we need
So,
to look at your wares and see if you have any type of work.
work. Jeez.
If you
well,
know of any jobs we could do, that'd be very helpful.
Well, there's a settlement that needs your help, but I don't know where it is. I won't mark it on your map.
That's not very helpful, Faith.
It's a joke. I got told by some guy that was walking through. I don't. It's stupid. He said that to every time somebody would ask him if they needed the job. Boyfriends, right? You know, it's like they're stupid.
You don't have to
Anyway.
tell me.
Anyway, so yeah, jobs. I'm trying to think. You're probably better off down in Cumberland. Honestly, they got a lot more people, and a lot more people need things done. They're kind of quiet here.
Sounds good.
We just pretty much just put up the caravans for the night until they make their way in or out of the city. I do have some food and some general stuff you could pick up. Maybe help you on your
General
travels.
stuff.
Let's see.
All right. Well, I'll take a look around here, Faith. What do you got?
So what she has is a various selection of foods that are a lot to actually list out right now, but it's all small amounts of items. You know, she's got like some blood packs. She's got various meats, which are labeled as miscellaneous meats, and then you can ask about them because it's just a generic label for her goods. She got some carrots and cram, like some cans of cram, which is a form of potted meat from before the war. It's questionable how good that is.
It's salty and
some
delicious. Come on.
Some other pre-war packaged foods that technically are probably still good, but they probably all taste like cream corn. And they want cream corn.
But they're not
Not
green
bad.
corn.
But they're not.
It's not a good idea to eat this. I'm so hungry.
She's like, but since you guys, you know what? Let me. I got a relatively small collection, but I do have some armor pieces. Let me look what I got. In the back. And she
Ooh,
walks through
snap.
that. She comes out with a metal helmet, like a bucket helmet. You know, not a bucket, but just that motorcycle style, like rounded old helmet, like from the 80s. That
Nice.
didn't have a visor, nothing, just this weird helmet. Couple pieces of leather armor.
Well, I can't not wear a hat. Oops. I'm back.
The I guess what is
He
this?
said, last thing I heard was leather, a couple pieces of leather armor.
Couple of leather armor, and she's like, she slaps the metal helmet behind the bar, like there's a little shelf back there. She puts that down. She goes, I can let that go for 65. And then she like looks at the leather thing. And she like puts it like she's literally doing it like miming putting it on. She's like, okay, that is the left leg. That's a leather left leg. I can give that for 10 caps. I've got 100 of those.
I'm interested in one of those, maybe.
Let's see here. And she like, there's this little bendy thing that's really loose. She straightens it out. She's like, okay, this is a metal left arm. Yep. I should
Ooh.
write that on there. Sets it down. That's 15 caps.
Ooh.
It looks like I just
So-
have a bunch of leather legs. And this one.
A bunch of leather legs.
Is the leather armor different from tough clothing?
I think tough
clothing can go under.
Yep, the clothing portion can go under your armor, so sometimes you can get kind of a cool mix of stuff, I think.
Yeah, there's certain clothing that can.
Like-
and they're all listed as underclothing.
Like Lucky's vault suit can go underneath all his armor.
Okay.
I have tough clothing as
So-
well.
Right. So you've got here a bunch of armor. Can you tell me again what you've got? You said a bunch of leather left legs.
Yep, it looks like about 5 or 6 leather left legs from.
Okay.
And those are
It's
And
all
that's it?
it's all stuff people dropped off. We got the helmet. That was 65 caps,
that's
and
Not happening.
I got a metal left arm for 15.
metal leather armor would be good. Lucky, how you doing? Like I have a left arm and a right leg, so I don't have a left leg, which is good. Would be good to get.
I mean, Lucky's wearing his vault suit, and then he's got a helmet on, and he's got like a breastplate with the number 107 on the front.
Okay.
It's considered armor in game, but it looks like a freaking umpire's vest.
Oh
With
yeah.
a number written on it. Like I haven't figured out how they
Perfect.
decided that was ballistic armor when it looks like it's just a
Ah,
fancy bib.
Only if they're shooting baseballs at him. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Uh,
I've only got the leather chest piece, so I could do with the an
leg.
arm. I could do an arm and a leg, but I don't have that many. I'm broke, low-key.
Can super mutants wear these too?
No.
Oh,
They have to have stuff
Do they need 'em?
specifically their size.
that's
Yep.
kind of what I was wondering. All right, so
Not these pieces. These pieces are the cheapest things that you right now. This is the lowest wealth place you'll probably find here in this wasteland.
We
Because
can
it's
wait.
literally just people come in and drop stuff.
we could
So
just
you're
wait.
not going to get
Well,
high quality. She has a lot. Like she has a lot of meats and stuff like that because most likely she goes and hunts it. But you're not going to get much past this. As far as wealth is concerned, she's considered a part-time shopkeeper.
so
Okay.
Calamity. Let's throw our caps on the table. What do you need?
I mean, I could use some armor, but I really need some ammo. Got any ammo?
Yeah, ammo's important too.
She shakes her head.
Mm.
No, you'll have to go
Got any-
down to Cumberland for that. They got a real nice place down there here.
I have a question. If
Of
we
Of course
buy,
you do, Lucky.
if we buy 3 of those, and he points at the leather left legs, because you have a bunch of them, and then we buy that, and he points at the metal arm, can we get a discount? And I want to roll.
She leans
Barter.
across the table. You want to barter?
Yeah, he's like, can we get a discount? Because we're gonna buy a
Yeah.
lot of stuff from you all at once,
And then
maybe
like
some
this,
meat too
you
if
hear
we've
this
got
like
enough
combat
cat.
music starting. Doo, 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 doo.
I'll turn on the
I'm
combat
over-
music right now. I'll cue it. I think that's great to see some bartering going on. First barter roll of the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, Calamity would like to just just let you know she's more willing to rob this place than to barter because her barter.
Yeah.
is
And that
really
guy's got an
low.
arm that he just punched a. Sorry. That guy's got like a metal arm that he punched a giant bear with, and it died. So he's like, no robbing.
Well, I mean,
Fair enough.
obviously we can always try, but then there's also the protectron, and
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with. Now, I might be a survivor, but I ain't stupid like Lucky. No offense, Lucky.
All right, so
He is dumb.
I'm gonna go ahead and use. We still have 3-party AP. Since I'm bartering for the party, does the group have a problem with me using 1 AP for this?
Heck no,
Go ahead.
I'd say do it.
All right, I'm
What do they
also
need?
gonna use a luck point, so I'm gonna get 4 dice for this.
All right, just give me 1 second. Let me double check.
You can
the
buy
rules.
dice for luck, or do you buy rerolls? I forget.
And
You
you can do
buy
both.
dice before you roll.
Yeah,
With luck, okay.
that's one of the reasons why Lucky has 8 luck. So I have lots of lots of options, without killing the
I
party.
haven't
AP.
researched on my own. It's my bad.
Okay, so let me pull up the merchant sheet here that I made for somebody.
I will read up more on my own luck.
He does not.
I
know
don't have
stats.
any luck.
I just had.
Calamity doesn't need luck. She
So
speaks in the
I
third
will
person.
oppose you.
Okay.
This will be an opposed test to see if you can lower the price
Nice.
because there's official rules of this, but I forgot to look them up.
Okay.
So we're just going to do an opposed roll, and I'm going to spend one of my EP
Okay.
to get me a third die.
Okay. You know what?
Excuse me.
You know what? I'm gonna spend another luck so I can have 5 dice.
Oh,
I want to have an advantage of 2.
max roll.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna average this
Excuse
out.
me.
Now you're just showing off.
Yeah, but
So-
we might not have to pay. I mean, I have only 15 caps out of character.
No, I know, same.
Right. You have
So I
15.
can-
She has 15. I have 10. So that's
Yeah.
40.
I've got 5.
So we've got 45. What Lucky's
Zero.
trying to do is, like, he's literally going to wipe out all of our money,
Zero
but he's
with
trying to
zero.
buy everybody a little armor.
I can afford one, but
use armor.
I would appreciate
Well-
the discount for everybody, obviously.
Yeah. So he's looking
Yeah.
at a piece. He's looking at 2 pieces because he wants the arm, and then 1 leg for each person who can actually wear it. And between the 3 of us, we've got 40 caps.
Mhm.
So he's like, we'll buy these 4 things for 40 caps.
Okay, so what are you rolling?
I'm rolling barter.
Okay,
I
roll.
have probably my charisma. I mean,
Shoot.
because my charisma is actually a 6, so that's
All
going
right,
to be.
So I'm using the
Hey.
standard trader / merchant stat
Okay.
block, and I'm rolling the same thing with an extra die as well.
So what's the
All right.
roll?
So
I
you
guess
roll
I
first.
guess we will see in a
There's
second.
no complications. It's just literally whoever wins gets. Okay, so you got 4 successes.
Nice.
Sick.
She got 2 successes.
Ooh.
Nice work, Lucky.
So she'll take 50% off.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
So that would put it down to 5 caps for each leather leg. And we'll go
How much was the arm? 15?
15 total originally, so she'll go down to 8.
Okay.
That's
Um,
28.
She's got, like, you mentioned she's got blood packs. Does she also have, like, any other portable drinks besides blood
Drinks?
packs? Yeah.
She has 2 purified waters on display. She's got.
Ooh.
this list right.
Them's is good for you humies.
I don't think she has any other
Humies.
water.
Yeah.
Humies.
She's got.
Pretty sure that's a slur.
She's
Probably
got
is.
She's got 1 bottle of pre-war beer,
Ooh.
2
Whoa.
bottles of purified water, and yeah, that's it. That's the only drink she has.
Okay. And is she giving us 50% off everything she has? Because Lucky was talking about, we'll buy these 4 pieces of armor and some food and drink for the discount. Like, he's talking about buying stuff in bulk from her. She probably hasn't gotten people here to buy stuff in a while.
I will give you less of a discount on the purified water simply because
It's harder to get.
harder to get.
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
you still get it. You're still getting a 50%. It's just, this was normally upcharged.
Right.
It's listed as 20 on the sheet, but they normally want you to pay 30 for it because it's so hard to make
Right.
without machines, and she doesn't have one, obviously. But so she'll sell you the purified water at 10 caps. The beer she doesn't actually offer you. You can see it, but she doesn't offer it to you.
Okay.
She wants it. It just happens to be like if someone did come up and offer her double the price, you're like, well, I can just go buy one from Zorn for half. So let's see, that's 5 for each leather leg you want, 8
Mhm.
for the metal,
So
and
that's
10 for
23.
each purified water. And there's 2 purified waters. So
We'll probably only be able to afford 1.
probably.
And because I'm going based on the 40 that everybody but the super mutant has, because I'm not taking the super mutant's money for this. He's kind of afraid of him.
So you got 10 caps for the water.
So
Two
25,
possible.
33. What kind of food does she have?
She has multiple types of prepackaged pre-war food. She's got some things like corn, some gourds, wanna bits, several types of meat. All of them are just kind of listed as meat, and because I have so many on the list, I really don't want to have to just
Yeah.
go through them all.
Essentially, what I'm looking at doing is, I want to take it up to 30. He's gonna make the group
Well,
broke
How
doing
many
this.
left legs are you trying to buy?
I'm just throwing in my 5 caps, and you have to talk to me nicely if you're going to
3
spend more of
leather
my money.
legs.
Yeah, well, he's talking about buying like the piece of armor for, like, he's willing to He's like trying to get you everybody a discount.
Well, you're already
Well, it's mighty fine of you.
You're over
Yeah.
30 just with the armor. And
Yeah.
If you buy one water, or is it one or two waters you're going to buy?
He was just looking at buying one.
Okay.
Because
so
the
you're-
armor is 5, 5, 5. That's 15, and then
15.
8, so that's 23.
You're at 15. The 3 leather legs is 15. Then 10 cats for the water, and then 8 more for the metal left.
Yeah. I'll probably have to skip the water, so we'll just look at getting the
skip the water?
armor. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going, all right, here, you were gonna pay 10, so he's like, give me 7 to help pay for this piece of armor so that our group has a better chance of surviving. You're still getting a discount for it. And he's like bartering around. So essentially,
To who? Me or Calamity?
yeah, with you, because you would have paid 10 for the leg, and it's Lucky's bartering that is getting you for 5. So he's like, give me 2 more, so we can kind of like move the
2
cost.
more?
I'm still getting you a discount.
I heard the
Hey,
price was 5 caps. This was what
You would have got it.
which is what I put on the table right there, mister.
Do you want to pay her 10 for it? Because I can tell her not to give you a discount.
You've already
Lucky,
convinced her.
don't be rude.
That's mighty.
Ah,
Know your place, dude.
Do you not want
Forget yourself.
Okay, we don't need the metal armor. I was gonna get it for you, so never mind.
For me, I thought we were getting it for you. No,
I don't-
I'm just saying. I don't know. Wait. So hang on. So you're saying we get all this armor for half, but we're using our basically
I'm pooling our
like,
money. Do you not
right.
understand the
so
concept
how
of?
much?
You never
No, I
pull
get
another
it.
man's caps.
Yeah, you're upsetting the ghoul here, so we gotta tread lightly. is all I'm saying.
You can't tell if he's
So-
actually angry now because he always sounds angry because maybe
know.
he's just messing
It's like-
around.
How much? How much is it total?
Well, if it's
For
see if
just
we
the armors, it's 22.
Sounds fine to me.
23.
What's the issue?
0.
22.
How generous should we be today? Oh, where are you there, Jason?
mm,
Oh, there he is. Okay.
he's thinking.
This could take
Ah, just go, guys.
Yeah. I'm tired of talking, so whatever ends
I
this
can't
talking
have,
faster.
so I can't. I don't care.
All right. Because I'm going to count on your pretty face to do some talking in the future because people are going to run screaming for us. So I'll give you 7 caps, Lucky, to get us some armor. But you better be earning your keep by keeping that mouth of yours getting us into good situations and not bad. How's that?
Might want to rephrase that a little bit.
No.
Phrasing.
No,
Oh,
whatever it takes.
He slides 2 more caps apprehensively over to Lucky for giving a total of 7 caps, right? Is that what you
Yeah.
wanted, 7?
Yeah.
But not
I mean-
a cap more, sir. Not a cap more.
Well, yeah. Lucky's putting in 7 caps, and he's only getting a piece of armor, and then the rest of it
I'll put
has
in-
to come from Calamity because she's getting 2.
Yeah. And how much do you need from me?
9.
Yeah, that's good. Whatever.
all right. So now the
I pass
party
it.
is the
I
owners
pass it
of
over.
3 leather left legs and 1 metal left arm.
How do we
So
put it
whoever
into
Why
our
do I get the arm?
inventory? Or do you do that?
Don't you not have
Okay.
left armor?
I don't have any armor.
Exactly.
So
You have the least amount of armor. Lucky's got the most, technically.
So you're gonna get a
Yeah.
leather.
What kind of armor do you have?
He's wearing a helmet and then like this weird vest over his
Well,
vault.
Calamity
Oh,
has
that's
a leather
right.
leather chest piece.
I've got a chest piece.
Okay, yeah. I have a chest
But-
piece.
So
so
now I'm almost fully armored now.
it's good.
You got 4. You got 3 more limbs.
My right arm is the only thing not covered, but then no head protection.
Lucky or Sundance is almost. So who's getting what?
Left leg for me.
Yeah. The 2 humans are getting a left leg, and Calamity is getting the arm piece. That's why she paid the most.
So Sundance and Lucky are getting.
Does she get a left leg too? Do we all get left legs?
Yeah,
And then
I've all-
and then
Oh,
she
okay.
gets the arm. Okay, so we all get a left leg
What
leather,
happened?
and then she gets the extra piece. And your motorcycle helmet can just go away.
Sundance gets a left
'Cause
leg.
no one can afford it. Even if we pulled all our money, we still wouldn't have enough for that. We'll all take
Yeah.
turns wearing the
Oh,
helmet.
Ridiculous.
Why'd
Very
you give me another one? Ta-da.
They get
Right.
2?
No, I know how to add the armor because it's easy enough to do, so I already added it.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see it. So
Yeah, that's
Did
fine.
I add it? I can add mine.
yeah, you can if you want to.
I don't know how to do
I
anything.
mean, that's why I made sure they were all viewable by. So if you did, you could just grab it.
Thank you.
don't even see where to. Oh, plus armor. See?
All right, I gotta make sure to subtract Lucky's
I
caps.
did. Yeah, it's under
Yeah,
gear
that's the
top
only
left.
thing- That's the only thing that I found that in this game, or in Foundry, the way the guy built the module for this, the caps are on that sheet written like that,
Mhm.
so they're not expressed as an item. They're just this line entry on the sheets. So you have to like track them. I can't be like,
Which we can.
I can't make a vendor and be like, you buy stuff from him, give him caps. It will not take it directly from you. It'll just be like, did you have caps in your inventory? And you'd be like, no, they're not an inventory item.
What's the resistance for these?
Once you have them in your apparel section, you should be able to hit the wear icon, which looks like it's equipped.
It looks like a shirt.
Looks like a shirt. Just click that, and it will automatically populate it on your sheet. Your leather left leg looks like it's built incorrectly, though.
Yeah, I think I did that wrong.
All
No, I
right.
think
Did
that's
you
true.
add it or did you drag the item
No,
over
I
from
think
the item list?
I think I inputted
added
it
it.
incorrectly. Let me double check it. It's not.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
keep
ju-
talking.
It's
I'll go
not.
ahead and delete it.
Fill in the silence here.
Well, it's not like I haven't done this a million times. to
Zero.
mess up these things. So.
We'll find you the hood of a car and a roof, and we'll eventually tie them together around your chest and get you some nice
Well-
metal armor, okay?
Tank.
Leather left leg.
Yeah, tank?
Tank.
Oh, then we'll take
Nice.
Zero tank.
Yeah, I know. And we need to keep the tank protected with armor. I promise you, we will get you some big metal armor and
I
a stop sign or something for a club. You know, the way it should be.
Stop sign. Ah.
Hang on. Let
It's good
just,
slashing.
Let me just go to armor and edit the original piece.
We need
because
more
that's where I messed up.
caps.
Well, that's why we need to go south to
Ah,
Cumberland or whatever and find some work. What do you think?
Left leg.
Yes. We go.
Yeah, we'll have to head there. We gotta be where people are.
She looks like Calamity's like, we'll take our not necessarily
There you go.
friends yet with us if they wish to go.
Yet. You're
I'm-
very optimistic.
All
with
right,
that
I'm
Okay.
yet.
I'm sticking with you guys because if I don't, I doubt I'm gonna make it for very long.
Yeah, I doubt you will even if you stick with us, dude.
You could stay
So,
in this town
on
if
that
you wanted.
note-
It's nice.
On that note,
Mm-hmm.
Or you could come with
it
us.
is getting on later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Time
Let
to
me unpause the game.
head out in the dark.
Yeah. Well, it's about 2 to 3 hours. So it's about 2:30, 2:40 in the afternoon now.
Oh. I'd be like, thank you, Miss Fate, for your hospitality. Can you tell us how long it takes on foot to Cumberland? Or are we to head straight there?
Well, she's not a ghoul. Stop like that too long. Well, honestly, it's about, what was it, 4 miles down the road here to 75, the old highway.
4 miles. We can
And
do that.
I'm not exactly sure how far to Cumberland. I've never taken that trip. I've pretty much been here since I was a little girl. Mama brought me here on a caravan from up north.
Oh, so 4 miles, 75, and then even further southeast to Cumberland. Actually, I'd be amiss if we didn't ask if either you, oh, sorry, we're not saying, if you had any work that you needed done for some extra caps.
I mean, not really. I mean, honestly, I cook and clean for myself, and if I really need companionship, I go talk to the old cuttlefish guy across the street. You know, he might need some help, but I doubt it. She kind of leans and looks past you all. His lights aren't even on. He's probably not even home.
Great.
Not much of an
Interesting.
innkeeper. He's never there.
Well, we gotta make some caps, kids. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
You want to head south pretty soon, see if we can make it before nightfall?
Let's go.
Yeah, we better. Thank you, Miss Faith. Now, real quick, Soundwave, I can't seem to get my metal right arm to populate the
Oh.
resistance. Sorry.
Let me look.
How are we doing that?
Armor,
You
metal,
broke it already.
metal
I'm
left arm.
sorry. That I mean,
So
I
meta.
have a
It's listed
My,
as left arm. All right, let me look
one
at
of
your sheet.
my tag skills is repair, so I could fix it for myself if I knew how.
We need an open flame for you to make some food too. Maybe we could do that when we bunker down and make a campfire for the night. You could like roast it
Well,
then.
that'd be fun. Little
There you go.
I mean,
campfire.
we could prepare it now.
Thank you.
But we could also do it when we make camp and save more daylight for walking. I don't know if that would be
Yep.
good, because we might
I mean,
not make
is
it.
there Is there a
What
building we
time is
can
it?
just sleep in town? Because I feel like that's safer.
A
Well,
building. Yep. Y'all fancy.
If we make it there, are you talking about here or to
Yeah,
Cumberland?
here.
Well, it's only 2:30 in the afternoon, though.
Oh, never mind. That's-
Time to go.
We might stay and then try to
Plenty
make it with a
light.
full day, but we might also be able to make it today if we go. I mean, I'm out of character.
Yeah,
we
let's go.
can talk about this. I mean, I'm good to try to. If we have to spend the night out in the wilderness, it stinks, but
Okay.
we just set
I'm
cards.
fine.
So, whoever
do it all
is
the time.
wanting to be the one that leads this, I will give you a perception survival test right now to get an idea how long it'll take you to get on each leg of your journey.
You want to
You
do
have
it?
to make a
I'll do it.
perception.
I've
make
got a lot
perception
of survival.
for each one, though.
My target number would be a 10 for that.
All right. So the first
You can do it if you want.
both of these tests right now is a difficulty base of 3.
3.
Wait. What's your? Sorry, it's perception plus survival.
Survival.
So I've got
Mhm.
10.
I
And
have
how
10.
many did you say, Lucas?
10.
You got 10. You want to do it?
Well, you can. I can assist you, which means I think any successes I get go to her. Is that how that
Right.
works?
Yep. She
So
would just get your successes.
I mean, I can see. So is it like we start to travel if we leave?
Well,
or
this is just general knowledge for the rest.
okay.
So I have a question.
So we put our heads together.
We got a
for that.
copy of the map from the map.
Mhm.
We got. Did we actually get a copy from Zorn?
Oh,
Does it have a like? Is it a cartoony map? Like this is a tourist map, or does this actually have like a distance marker somewhere we can use to judge distance?
It
Ooh,
has
look at you.
both. It's
3
very
200s.
cartoony because I mean, look at the amusement
Good
park
question.
oh,
nearby.
of course,
Mm-hmm.
of course. Tice the
But-
betrayer.
It's basically it's written in pencil from a marker from this place to the road is 4 miles. So that's
Okay.
basically your distance aligner.
I like to.
So if we can estimate that, does that mean Lucky could also help by trying to look at the map and go, well, what if
could
this is
both
about
give
4
assistance,
miles?
yes.
Okay, all right, excellent.
Before we
you
make
two
these
roll
rolls,
first.
though, I'd like to say that our good friend and longtime watcher, Tice the Betrayer, has come in and does what he does the best. Betrays the players to help the GM. He just purchased 3 of our 200 cheer bits, which is Overseer gets +1 action points. So Soundwaves,
Hey.
you get 3 action points because of Tice's generous donation. Thank you, Tice. Also,
Also, thanks, Tice.
Tice, that's
Um,
he loves helping the GM and he loves watching the players
He's a good
struggle.
man.
It's
He's a good
just
man.
what he does.
That's so mean.
Yes,
That's
He's a
so
good
mean.
man.
Okay.
That's why he's the betrayer.
That's why he's the betrayer. Anyways,
We love Dice.
so,
The only bad thing
so-
about Dice is he's a terrible schedule, so he can never join us.
you know,
Oh,
Aw.
sad.
it'll happen one day. We will.
Eventually, we'll get there. He's got an
So-
open invite.
Tice
link.
rule.
Tice rules. In effect, he can only do a max of 3 of anything helping the GM per session. So that is
Oh,
the Tice rule.
Hang on. Okay. Attribute.
So we're gonna just
All right.
roll a perception survival.
Mhm. You guys roll perception and survival, and then how many? The TN for you as well as 3. You need 3 successes to get
Okay.
to
Mm.
give her anything.
I'm just gonna.
All right.
Okay, so we need
No,
3
no.
successes.
Now,
All right,
any successes you get without spending AP gives her successes.
okay.
And how many rolls do I need to do?
Well, for you, it's going to be 2 rolls
Okay.
once these 2 guys roll.
We just do
All right.
once, or
Okay.
do we do our normal roll? I don't remember.
You just do once because
Okay.
you're helping her on the overall test.
I'm gonna
Thank
spend a
you.
luck just to get the extra dice. I've got
Okay.
plenty of luck to go around.
My
got
oh
one
man,
success.
it was almost a critical because it's a tag skill for me, which is a 3, and I rolled a 4.
4.
Man, oh you got it. We each got 1
Ooh.
success to
go.
give to her, which
So
means
you've got 2 free successes.
so
You
only
need a
to get
total
one.
of 3 for each check to succeed for each check.
So we just need her to get at least 1 success, right?
She needs 2 successes on both, or if you squared them out, she'd need 2 successes on both, or 1.
Oh,
could
she
be
has
1.
2 rolls to make.
Yeah, she has 2
Mhm.
total rolls to make.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it works better if we each give 1. So she only has a target number of 2. So I think it's better if one of yours goes to the first roll, yours goes to the first roll, mine goes to the second roll.
Sure. We're all like
Yeah.
studying over the
Okay.
map.
Yeah.
This,
Ready?
no, maybe this way, but if we measured that, you know. All right.
Awesome. Love that for me.
Oh,
I love that is bad.
that was bad.
Yeah.
So that's the first roll.
All right. Another one. Here we go.
You could spend. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
2 successes.
So the
So
second
the
roll.
second one succeeds.
So you've guesstimated that the second one, if the first one is what you were told, is about 10 miles.
Well, you said we were told 4 miles for the first leg,
Mm-hmm.
and so it should be 10 miles for the next leg. So 14 miles to
No,
get.
I'm sorry, 6 miles.
So 10 miles to get to Cumberland before nightfall.
That's what she estimates out for this entire trip from here to there. It's about 10
Yeah.
miles.
So we got to basically walk at least 2 miles an hour to get there probably before dark. If dark's like in 6 hours or something. Which is about average walking speed, maybe, right? If we just hustle a little bit. I'm sorry, I should be in character. So it sounds like we might make it if we're intelligent enough.
I don't.
I check my guns. I'm like, yeah, I think we got a good chance.
All right, so
And
you guys
Lucky.
want to go for it?
What's Lucky say?
Are you sure?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say, kid. I've been out here a while, and I'm still around, so you know.
Listen,
And
Lucky.
and Sundance here has been around for like 600 years or something crazy. So I feel
230.
like between the three of us, we can make it. I don't know about you though, so it's all up in the air.
Don't be scared. You have 0.
Look.
Big 06.
He said, I think when he's like, you have 0, I just utter chances under my breath. And check
What you say?
Then he turns and checks his 10
Always
millimeter.
so mean to me.
No, he says chances. Like he's just adding on to what you're saying to say that Lucky he's screwed. No.
Oh, he's screwed.
Yeah. No, not 0. 0 is like his best friend, man. Shoot.
All right, so you guys
Okay.
taking off?
Lucky,
Yeah.
we'll be okay. Every day is a
Yeah.
crapshoot. Every day is a gamble. And you're much
Alright.
better sticking with us. Or you're gonna bunk down in this town. Make up
So
your
unless
mind.
you're the terrain that for this dirt road
My voice.
area is considered rough terrain. So you guys can move an average about 2.5, 2.25 ish miles per hour. So it's going to take you. Says 4 miles. So it's going to take you 2 hours
Not bad.
To get to 75.
to get to 75.
So it'll be about 4:30 or so.
That's putting you at 5:15.
Okay. I think we'd say goodbye and do all this stuff. Make sure we have our food packed up right and all our gear strapped on ready. Then, tip the hat. Say hi to Dom for us. We never met him. We'll be back,
I
maybe.
need to get a token for you guys on the board at some point.
Yeah.
We'll come back with a nice hot
Here we are.
rod of some sort.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you very much, Miss Faith. You have a good day now.
Of course.
I think as
Bye.
a call out, Dan, to Zorm, since you've used him and brought in a bunch of Easter eggs. I think just the ghoul's gonna stick his head in real quick, like inside the door, or the door frame's like, "You're a weird guy,
There is
but
no door.
you're a weird guy, but something about you I like. See you around.
You got a good voice, kid. Keep it up out there.
Same to you, handsome."
Wasn't there something weird about Zorm? It's
Everything.
not quite right. Not quite the same as your other Zorms from the other universes.
Something, yeah.
That's
There's a little something we were talking. It's
It's a
It's
little
like-
chunk missing.
like we're the only two people in the world that probably actually understand it. I think
That's the beauty of it.
it'll be in the bonus
That's
content that you
wonderful.
purchase behind the paywall. Everybody thinking.
That's your Patreon.
Yep, I've been thinking about
Patreon dollars
Patreon.
a
I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, though.
You should. No, that's a good idea.
Maybe we'll see. See, the thing is, you have to have things to offer people for that, and I'm like,
You can
Hi.
do a podcast. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
we'll talk about it. I would like, yes. All right. Anyway,
A D&D podcast. People would listen. Like the McElroy brothers.
well, I'm always up for more D&D. I mean, that's what we do on Thursdays. So,
There you go.
anyway, Sound
And
Waves
Tuesdays.
Ghosts,
Anyway.
Sugar Bombs, pretty complete breakfast.
All right, let's get on out of here and we start walking.
We need to get in some fights. I mean, travel safely.
Yeah, we really do.
Travel
I'm
safely.
itching.
So you
My
guys
gun
have made
hand
it.
is
Calamity
itching.
Crash. She's got an itchy trigger finger.
So
She sure does.
like I said, you get there around 5:15, 5:30. The only person that really knows exactly what time it is Mr. Pip-Boy. Um, it's not dark yet, but you can tell that winter had just passed, so the days are a little shorter. So it's not hot anymore. Do you keep going, or are you going to try to get off the road a little bit and camp?
Well, what's 75 look like as we come to it? Like, what are we seeing?
75 as far as travel is going to be considered normal terrain for this, but normal terrain in the Fallout world isn't open. There's wrecked cars, there's debris, there's parts of the road that are buckled and missing. It's easier travel than you just got off of. What you just got off was an old dirt road that either had washouts, trees on it, like
It's
debris.
overgrown.
There's always something. It's never quite an easy walk. Like you can go 50 feet and not have a problem, and then there's a hole. This one's a little different. You can go for probably half a mile, it feels like at times, without a problem, but then suddenly there's an overturned truck. So you have to get off the road a little bit and go around.
Okay.
And yeah, it's the wasteland. So that's why I'm asking what you're doing now, because then I get to make some choices.
Are there any structures nearby as far as...
Can I?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'm just saying, if we decide to camp down, it'd be nice if we had a place to stay in. Otherwise, whatever. I'm good either way.
Give me a perception.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could roll perception survival, for things that we might need.
I'm just gonna roll regular roll.
Now, scavenging is a thing. If you want to scavenge something, you can do perception survivals to look for things to scavenge. There's not guaranteed.
All right.
But it's a world full of broken lives, so there's stuff everywhere. The world ended abruptly in the middle of the day one day.
Oh.
Lucas, you want to roll for structures? Oh.
Lucas, or Sundance doesn't see anything local, but there is like vehicles everywhere. You possibly could go, try again later for a vehicle or something.
All right.
If he doesn't see anything, Lucky wants to climb up on. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say Lucky wants to climb up and see what he can get on the lay of the land in terms of what's coming up. But
you don't even have to roll for that. It's basically more of the same the next 5 miles.
Okay.
I'll just give you that for free. Like, it is a road. As far as just from long distance view, that's all you see until you can't see anymore. That's again not to say there's not stuff in the way. There's like occasionally like a shack somebody had put up on the side of the road, looked like somebody was trying to take advantage of the old traffic that come down the road with like little signs of like lemonade and some just other weird little things like that. So are you going to stop now, or are you going?
I'd like to scavenge a little bit, so I'm going to do a survival perception roll.
Well, while I'm busy not seeing anything, and Lucky's busy getting a good view, you're like, well, what's around on the ground?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I missed it because my one won't keep up. Wow.
Yeah, that was a really good roll.
Do you have?
She's got.
Is that
altered the universe?
Crazy.
Is that a tag skill of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the successes. Yeah, you got 4
if it
successes.
wasn't crits, I wouldn't change the world as drastically as I am now. But you did double crit, so you're gonna get a world change.
Do we get any?
Double crit?
Are we making any AP off this, or is it just?
No.
Okay.
There was no TN set for this one. It was just
no. It's just
to decide.
You find some good loot. Nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
What's the best?
We'll share it. I mean, maybe. I mean, you don't know. I don't know you.
So
I'm not looking. You're down there with Zero, who maybe not looking either. Who knows what he's doing?
So it's not a full size red rocket that you see, but it is a convenience red rocket. So it's got one pump. It's the equivalent of a gas station. They broke away from internal combustion because internal combustion meant gasoline, and gasoline was hard to get by the end of the time of America. So they went over to nuclear fuel, and nuclear fuel doesn't need fuel, or nuclear doesn't need fuel, but it needs coolant. So a lot of gas stations switched over to coolant. This is a pre-coolant station that doesn't sell coolant, but it's still a Red Rocket gas station because it was bought out. So it's mostly think about in modern day where you got the gas stations. It's got the little bitty building that barely has enough room for like some sodas and maybe some bags of chips, and the person behind the counter.
Oh, so I was gonna say,
Okay.
there's no staying inside this bad boy.
Well,
So it's basically a
A toll booth.
a toll booth with a small storage area and a gas pump.
yeah, it's about 3 of you could probably sleep in there, but you'd be uncomfortable.
Which 3, I wonder?
Y'all
Zero's like,
start
I
with
am
zero.
in.
I can't fit in there.
It's either 0 or the other 3. I can sleep outside. Shoot. Lucky needs an inside place, I feel like.
So scavenging is its own
Soft
rules,
skin.
though. So if you found the place and now you want to scavenge it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull up scavenging.
With a 4.
Well, that's to find it, and she's critted twice, so I changed the world and put another red rocket in it.
Oh, well, that's bueno. I do see 2 nearby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're on all major intersections. They were the
Like a
big deal.
69, Rocket 69.
So let me double check here.
More Fallout songs are popping in my head.
Okay, so what you need to give me now is yet another perception plus survival test. Let's see. This is I want to say a small structure.
Okay.
Let me see. Before you roll, let me make sure your TNs are right here. We're gonna say it's caravans come through here a lot, so it's partially searched. So it is a TN of 1 to search this. You're not going to find much because it's been picked over quite often, but there's a good chance of finding something.
Oh, you got this.
All right. So it's survival perception.
Correct.
Awesome.
We'll see those cyber dice rolling.
You can also spend AP after you roll
just
to
one.
get more things. In
Yep.
Well, we only have 2.
So you still roll, and then I will tell you what items possibilities come up, and then you can choose to spend AP to get more items of that category.
All right, that sounds
Well,
good.
I'm good for you spending 1 more, maybe, if we want to. That's just my opinion.
Well, let's hear what we got.
All right, so you got 1 success. I said this was a small area. It was a commercial area. So you have beverages and oddities and valuable. Let me expand this. Valuables as your 2 options, and junk.
Okay.
You can spend. I don't think there's a cap on how much you can spend, unless it says somewhere else. Let me see.
I think you said last time the cap was 3.
Well, that's
Yeah.
everything has its own
Oh.
little separate set of things for Kaz. 2. No, you can spend however many you want. AP may be spent to gain additional rolls. Basically, normally you could get additional rolls with AP. Let's see. There's another note here, but I missed it. I lost the note, so I don't want to spend half an hour looking for it. So yeah, let's just do one for each category. You can spend 1 for each category.
What were the categories again?
Beverages, oddities / valuables, and junk.
Nice. Get it, Calamity, get it. So I think it's...
All of it?
Well, I think you roll on tables or something, I believe.
Well, that's already been rolled.
Oh.
It automatically rolls. What I'm asking is before I click and help show myself what's on the list, I just know how many are in the list. Right now, there is beverages, oddities, and valuables, and junk on the list. These things you will get, but you can spend your AP to get more items.
So what do we think, guys?
Spend it.
I'd say I'd be okay with 1.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
For I think the valuables probably, because that's probably where we're going to see ammunition.
Ammunition's its own category.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
It'd probably be something that's worth a trade in caps.
That's what I'm thinking.
To get us
so
more...
the oddities?
Oddities? How many? Just 1, right? I said 1.
Just the 1.
Okay. So
I'll mark the
two
AP.
items there.
We have 1 AP left.
All right. So you found a bottle
me.
of bourbon,
Ooh.
Nice.
a multi-tool,
Ooh.
and a holotape player.
Was that the oddity
Hollow-
valuable?
That's one of the two oddity valuables. The other one was the multi-tool. And you
Okay.
found 2 junk items.
Ooh.
In addition, so I get the junk
Yeah.
items as well.
You still get the junk.
So you get a bourbon, 2
What are the
oddities.
junk items?
Yeah.
Junk items are things like a toaster and stuff like that. Junk has its own special rule. I have it in the
I think we.
it's down in the bottom of the list for items. It just says junk item. It looks like a toaster.
Okay.
You can drag 2 of those on you. The special rules for that is in
Drag them all in your inventory.
crafting. Yeah, crafting. Junk rules. When you find junk while scavenging, roll 2d20. This is the quality of junk items you scavenge. Junk items have a weight of 2 and are worth 2 caps in trade.
Hang on. Equipment.
So you found 2. So roll me 2 sets of 2d20, and we'll see how many actual junk items you found.
Okay, 1 second.
And I think don't we like scrap that to have building materials and things like that? Is that kind of how that goes?
Let's see.
2d20, you said?
Yes.
Twice.
So do one. Yeah, just hit it and then do it again. There's no.
And I just do that in the chat, right? Just to remind
Yeah.
myself. It's just 2d20 in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
One.
Okay.
that was 0.
Oh, that's
That was
zero.
0.
Did you do slash art? Maybe do
0 hit
Oh,
wrong
no, I
button.
didn't. Yeah, I
5-0.
sure did.
Yep, you can do slash
Yep,
R
thanks.
2d20.
Sorry.
That was
All
my
right,
that was my roll,
got
of
it.
So
course.
you found a total of 19 of the items.
That's me.
No, that's
The
Sundance.
Sundance.
I was just seeing make sure I could roll correctly. So slash
Okay.
R, and then there you go.
There we go.
There she goes. So that's 20, and you can do it a second time. He said.
Okay.
You found quite a few.
Okay.
Okay, so you found a total of 43 pieces of junk.
Oh
Wow.
my god. That's so
That's a
You
lot.
found a lot of junk.
That
here.
seems like a
There's
lot.
of-
So
Oh my
there may be a
goodness.
corpse nearby.
Yeah.
So the rules for these days is you've got this junk items like toasters and stuff like that. Let's see, they have a weight of 2. So I think the
Awesome.
item actually
Super.
is weighted already. Yeah, but it's already weighted, I think. Yeah. No, it's not. Let me fix that. Weight of 2. Okay.
It's like, hey,
So you just
0.
take the junk item
Mhm.
and drag it into your inventory, and then go
I
to
know.
your inventory and change that number to the amount you have. And if you're overweight,
Okay.
you're overweight. may
You
have to
want me, Carrie?
Maybe.
Or you can give it to somebody else.
Me, Carrie.
Where do I find the junk? I'm searching for the junk items and I
It's
can't
down
seem to...
at the very bottom of the list on the items directory itself. It's not in one of the folders. It
Oh,
looks like the
okay.
toaster.
Let's see. Okay, hang on.
Yep, you should see.
All I see are the folders.
You can't see it. Oh,
Yeah, I see common, rare, and
Oh,
uncommon
oh.
materials is the bottom of
Sorry.
unusual. There's the junk.
Oh,
was-
it's hidden.
there it is.
Oh, okay.
It was stuck in there with the common
there it
materials,
is.
so I thought it was that.
There you go.
Because you can pick up
Okay.
common materials, rare, and uncommon materials as well. But I
Got
put
it.
them on the overall tracker, so when you get them, you're going to temporarily have them in inventory. But then, once you get to, if you start base building, they're going to not be in your inventory anymore.
Nice.
So 43 junk items. Oh
That's
my god.
a lot of junk. We
Where's
found
the
somebody's stash.
Pretty much. It's what it looks like. It looks like somebody had just stashed a ton of toasters
So
and
many.
other junk.
I think you are
Okay.
close to your encumbrance. You're very close, but you're
I
not.
think so.
It's on your it's on your
where
front
do I
page, bottom right, right above
Yeah.
conditions.
Bottom right.
I can carry them all.
Conditions. I'm okay actually. I can carry
Oh.
220 pounds.
She's
And I'm at-
118. With a lot of decimals. for
She's
some
a
reason.
strong girl. Listen.
Wait a second. How does she carry only like 10 pounds less than I do? That doesn't seem fair.
I'm strong.
She's a
survivalist.
beast, man. She's a beast.
She's a beast.
Mm.
Her strength is 7.
She's a beast, man, and she's gone too far. Sorry.
Hey, no, singing's welcome. See, I was trying to bust out the song
in
earlier.
this game, she is a
But
In
someone
this
cut
game,
me
she
off.
is
I
very
remember
much a
that.
rich
Someone
girl.
said no to my Dirty Dancing song. That was really rude. I know. It's so sad.
Listen.
You can still burst out in a song anytime you want, especially Zero. And then I look at Zero. I'm like, don't take it hard, big guy. She's tough. I'll give you something to carry later. Don't worry. Here. He picks up like a rock. He's like, you need to take this as well, just in case we need it.
Good weapon.
It's a good weapon for sure.
Smash things.
Good.
Smash from far.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Alrighty, so we found
Put that in your pocket.
literally
Pocket.
literally every piece of junk
Pocket. No
possible.
You did. You found a
pocket. I
lot.
have no pocket.
That's so many. Okay.
But technically, you're also
Maybe you
weighted
have-
down with the burden of caps, because those are worth money.
True.
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know. Okay,
Eat stuff.
let's we want to like camp here for the night since we've got a red rocket right there.
I mean, we can. It's starting to get to sundown, right?
Yeah, I'd say that would about 15-20 minutes of time. So it's
Oh.
still like 5:30, but it is darker,
Oh, we don't have as much time.
but
as
it's
I
not
thought.
dark. You know,
Okay.
it's,
We can.
the dusk at this time of the year is really long, but it's sudden when it's over. It's just boop dark. Like,
Mhm.
yep, the lights are gone. The
I'd
street
like
lights are probably
to-
half an hour before they start coming on nowadays.
Gotcha. Well, I always like to have a build into my backside when I'm sleeping, so we might want to go ahead and bed down for the night. At least I can start up a fire, maybe get some of this yagwai meat cooked up into a steak for some of us.
Speaking of that, while you're setting up, I've opened up the crafting section in the journals directories. There's
Okay.
a journal entry for armor workbench recipes, chemistry recipes, cooking,
Oh, look at that.
power station. See if I can't move it to where it needs to go. 'cause
All
it
kinds of
makes
stuff.
advertising.
PDFs, everything.
Every recipe in the game, if it's a common recipe, means everyone knows it. That means you start the game able to make that common item. If
Okay.
it's anything else, you have to find it somehow. Either you go to someone else and you just say, hey, do you have recipes for XYZ? Or while you're out and about, one of your scavenging may turn up something, or it may be like, well, you beat this guy, he happens to have this schematic on it. Or a piece of
Okay.
paper that just literally says, slap on grill, it cook it till it good.
Okay.
But
Can I salvage some of these items?
yes,
See, it takes let's see. It says it takes an intelligence and repair test, and repair is one of my tagged skills.
it takes
but it-
10 minutes per item.
Yeah. So I might want to just do like not all of them at once. Let's see, if it takes 10 minutes, I'm bad at math. And I did like 20. That's 200 minutes divided by 60. How many hours did that take me?
Well,
That should take
well,
me
remember,
3 hours, right?
Over
if
3
you want to
hours.
wake up without any fatigue and stuff like that, we're not going to start tracking it right this session, as we're still just
Okay.
kind of getting into it. But fatigue and other things can affect you and can kill you. So
Okay.
if you want to get a full night of sleep, you'll definitely want an 8 hours sleep. It is
Right.
5:30, whatever time you know. What time would you want to be getting up? Because I mean, honestly, you're gonna get up at dawn because you only one person has a Pip Boy that wakes you up at a certain time.
Right.
And if it's light out, it's a bad time to be laying
You're gonna wake
around.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's light out, you move, and it's dark, you lay down. That's what we do, right?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Well, if I salvage like half of these items, it'll only take me 3 hours. So it's 8:30, and then I go to bed. Someone else can handle the cooking for tonight.
What is salvaging gonna do? Like, does it give
It's
us
gonna give-
parts?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah. Potentially.
I think
Essentially.
it's stuff to help
It
craft.
changes it from junk items in this case into common or uncommon items.
Which is used to make stuff or repair
They
things.
it makes them weigh a little bit less, but
are they worth more?
The worth is different. It's kind of a nebulous thing because rare materials are are more expensive, but you should
Okay.
only get common or uncommon items. Uncommon materials are things like copper, aluminum, lead, silver, cork, glass, fiberglass, small computer parts, gears, springs, etc. Those are worth about 3 apiece. Common materials is wood, steel, plastic, rubber, concrete, because it's everywhere, and can be easily replaced. Those are worth generally about 1 per item. So what's going to happen is she rolls, difficulty is 0. She rolls 1d6 for each, or 1 combat dice for each junk item salvaged. So she's going to make 1 test, and she's saying how many she's going to do for these 3 hours. So it takes 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to make you do the 3 hours. It's still going to take you that time, but you're not going to be like every 10 minutes you're going to make another roll. You're just
I see.
I'm just going to make you do 1 roll, but roll 1. You get 1 combat die. That's where your rolls are going to come. You're going to do all these, however many you were doing in that time. Is 1, combat die. You can spend AP to either get more stuff, or in this case,
Or
I'm
luck.
just gonna say it's just more stuff. Let's see if you have the scrapper perk. So you won't be able to get uncommon stuff unless you have the scrapper perk.
Okay.
That's
So,
something to
so
aim for.
How many total are you going to pop, basically? So I guess the time by 3 hours. So
If you did 18 of them, that'd be 3 hours exactly.
yeah. So
But
there-
20 is also a nice round
Yeah.
number.
that's
It's
good.
up to you guys. What do you guys think? What would be easiest for you, Soundwaves?
Well, easiest for me is you're going to make 1 roll to see if you succeed, which it's almost a
Okay.
given. Unless you do a critical failure, you're going to succeed. TN
Our
0.
junk. No.
But then you roll 18 combat dice and see how much items you get out of it.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so many.
So
Okay, so
18d6, right?
Mhm.
18 of the combat dice. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
18,
God.
That's
That's gonna be so much fun to watch.
Or 20. Whatever. Yeah, just do it. Just do it. That's fine. We're making
Okay.
camps. Like, we're getting... Lucky's going to have a place to sleep
Okay.
inside. Zero and I will probably take some first watch. And if we get a fire going, depending on if we just are able to do that or not, we'll be grilling out and trying to make the food. If we have to do
Okay.
rolls for that too, we can. But I said, let's do it.
So give me your intelligence repair check.
Okie dokie.
Ugh. 0 successes.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Do you want to spend a luck to
Lit.
re-roll that?
I might. I only have 3 luck though, so it'll be
Yeah.
2 luck
you
for me.
technically your TN is 0, but you still need to succeed to do it.
right.
So you don't have a minimum threshold. You just literally just got any successes.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
if you wanted to go, spend that luck and get 1. Oh, but
Yes!
you got a critical success. So you got 2
Dude, I
successes.
only listen. This is
So-
how I roll, literally.
So I'm taking the party AP up by 1.
All right, nice.
Yay!
Good
And
job.
now roll me those 18/R
Yep.
18 FC.
18.
I'm gonna see this foundry get lagged down when I see all these dice
Oh
splatter
my
across my
God.
screen in a second here. But it's for the audience to see it too. We all want to see
It
these dice.
says error. It
Oh.
says error. Unresolved. Is it 18 FC or DC?
DC.
DC, sorry.
DC. That's what I thought. No, that's okay.
Bam!
Whoa.
How
Do
do you?
effects count? Because I think I saw
Hold
6
on.
effects.
Hold on.
There's
Double check. I'm
5.
pretty sure the effects were only for the scrapper perk, though.
5 they're the fallout heads, right? So there's 5. Because
Yep.
if you click on the 16, it'll lay out the dice for you in the roll chat.
Yeah.
So there's 5 2s, a 1, and 5 of the heads.
Of the heads.
That's a lot of blank.
Unfortunately, it's only if she has the scrapper effect. or
Aw.
perk. So she does not. So you've now turned 18 of your junk items into 16 common materials.
Okay. So let me go here.
So
That's pretty good.
tech-
You only lost 2 things.
technically, you've halved your
Okay.
money, but you've
Yeah,
also
20
halved your weight.
Right. So you said common materials?
Common materials, yeah.
16 common materials.
Mhm.
That's
Got it.
pretty
Actually,
good.
you actually under because you turned 18 into 16.
Yeah.
So overall you've done a loss, but you have uncluttered your
mean-
inventory quite severely.
quite
This is
nicely.
bits
Yeah.
of plastic and wood and metal,
You kept all the
little bitty
important
things
parts.
versus a toaster.
Yeah, I freed up like a solid 22 pounds of
There you go.
of stuff.
Just make a new junk pile for the next person to find, and they'll use it if they can. I guess,
Honestly,
right?
like that's what's happened here. We're recycling.
Yes.
Good for the earth.
This is how we save the world. That's what they really want us to do out here, not fight.
That's all it's
Right.
about, man.
Interesting.
That's all it's about.
Okay.
Right.
That's why we do
Do
what
we
we
need
do.
to
To
do we
green
need to
earth.
roll to like start a fire or do the cooking or
Nope.
anything like that?
Nope, nope.
Okay, cool.
Just let me know if you
Nice.
guys are setting watch or anything.
Oh, yeah.
or
I can take first watch. I've got my guns.
Um,
I can salvage more parts while I watch.
Lucky's probably watching her salvage parts like, that's so cool. What made you
Yeah,
think to
get-
do that?
That's awesome. that
Like a
makes sense.
kid,
That
it's,
makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's a life on the road. You got to get, used to making something out of nothing, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
So if the ghoul is not taking first watch, this is him leaning like on the inside of the building, with the whole hat, catching those Z's until it's his watch.
all right.
Can I
so-
make another roll while I'm watching for the junk
to scrap more or
to salvage? Yeah.
no?
Okay.
We'll
Not
get it
tonight.
in time.
It's too
You're
much.
kind of just covered in junk and pieces and bits and bobs. Screws are everywhere.
It's too much. It's too much.
Too much.
All right.
So first
I'm
watch is
sitting
pretty
here.
uneventful. Second watch, same. Third watch, give me a perception, survival, whoever's going for this third watch.
Zero, are you on that
I'm
watch?
on first.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the last one anyways.
You haven't made a roll in a while, man.
No, right? Zero's been just sitting there letting everybody else do stuff.
Zero.
I just smash. Okay,
And look
perception.
good
What
doing
are
it. Bam.
Survival.
Survival.
Yeah, so if it's not on survival, it'd be on endurance. You might have to switch the spec, the ability number.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing for the last one. 'Cause it's usually based off endurance, I think. And then it's like, well, no, I don't want to roll it based off my endurance. Whoa,
Right.
no.
Off the attribute, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
Rolling 2. Oh,
No, we got a complication.
Could you re-roll that?
You can. You've got luck. You could re-roll it.
Or let it happen and see what
Or
happens.
let it happen if you want the complication.
oh wait, because you haven't. Your luck is based on your actual luck score, right?
That's how many luck
Yep.
points you have, yeah.
That's how many luck points. 'Cause it doesn't show that I have any. So I actually have that. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll. So now I
You
have
should have
3.
this. If you haven't used it yet, you should have however many. What do you have? 4.
4.
So yeah, do you when you spend luck, do you just re-roll the one dice, right?
Yeah, you just click the die that you want to re-roll, and then you hit the
Oh.
button where it says re-roll.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, there we go. Click re-roll. Bye-bye.
Oh,
It's a 2.
Dude, I
boy.
was gonna
Two.
hit 20, man. I was gonna kill
I know.
You got 2. That was nice.
it.
Zero pissed off at reality.
0 hate dice. Ah!
I have no play game.
Very hard, tasteless candy.
My goodness.
So you hear and notice that there is movement in the night compared to you didn't see anything during the day. You don't see it now, but you know it's there because you can hear it. But it's off in the distance. It's almost like something's seen you guys there and it started circling instead of directly coming down the road. But it doesn't go past you. It just goes around and then seems to come back. Like it's trying to find a way around you. And that's the best you get out of it. Because unfortunately you still can't see it because it's foreshadowing. But
Yeah.
it's definitely something was there. Something noticed you were there and then went back the way it came. In a big, huge loop so it could stay out of sight.
Well, I'll wake up my buddy. Hey, Hey.
I got to sleep like 10 minutes ago. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, something's out there. Something moving. I can't see it, but I know what's out there.
Well, you can't see it. What do you think makes you think I can see it? I don't know. Do we have dark vision? I have no idea.
No. This is not. You're not elves.
Well, yeah, I might have.
You're
I might have
humans
been before
that
the
have been dipped
nukes
in
went
some
off.
The
radioactive
indignance.
junk.
You don't know
The
what I was.
indignation.
But you know
You're not
before.
elves.
You can't tell what I was. Okay.
I
Let's
know
just-
what you weren't, and it's not an elf.
I'm just making sure.
The
Or
ghouls
an
don't have
orc.
dark vision. Good to know.
We should. We have radioactive eyeballs, man. All right.
Can't you
Everything's
smell
green.
him?
I mean,
Things a dark, milky white and green.
he stands up with like his 10 millimeter out. He's like, well, is it threatening us? Because if not, you know, I can go back to sleep over there and now wake up the others.
I don't know.
How close
I
is
wake you up. You're smart.
Yo, what's up? Who?
it? What's he woke me up.
Oh,
Unless
And you woke everyone else up.
I didn't. Oh, did you, Zero? I didn't.
no. Just
Oh,
him.
never
I
mind.
thought you were saying you did.
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, you want me to get others?
No, wait. Let me just listen for a second. I'll just try to do the same thing.
Give me a roll.
Same perception, survival.
That's it. You got to beat his though. You got to get at least 2 successes. To
It's
hear what he's hearing.
one of my better rolls, but we'll see what happens.
Ooh.
You make out faint noises, but you don't hear anything that sounds like people moving. You hear noises, but it doesn't sound like people or something of that equivalent moving in the dark. You just hear nature.
I don't think we should pursue something in the dark if we can't see, especially if it's not threatening us. I would say
Okay.
I will go back to sleep, and you keep listening since it's your watch. But if it sounds like it gets closer or meaner, then you wake all of us up. Don't just waste time on me. Wake all of us up,
Okay. So, no.
but not the thing when you kick him in the ribs, because you break ribs when you do that. Just nudge him in the leg with your foot.
Me make noise.
Okay, that also works.
Clap hands.
Very close to Lucky's head when you do it. Just make sure. Good night.
Okay.
Poor Lucky. I love that guy.
So, Zero will walk just to the edge of, I don't know, whatever light source we have right now at the fire. Just kind of to that, I can't talk English.
You're fine.
I'm as dumb as Zero. I can't talk. So
Brain
anyways,
make
I'll just
words
sit there.
good.
Yeah, words not work. So just keep watching, keep listening. See if it comes closer. See if I can make anything out.
Give me one more test. Perception and survival.
Love seeing these tests rolling. Should you buy a dice? What do you think, guys?
I'm just waiting for that double complication. You can
Do
only
you think he should spend an action point and have an extra?
Yeah, he's on watch. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Roll 3 dice, Jason,
Okay.
if you
Great.
want. Obviously, it's your. Oops, I'm gonna go down the other way. It's up to you, of course, but
Keep changing my.
it's probably nothing. It's probably some ragstags just flittering on by,
Probably.
or it could be a
Right.
gator claw. Whoa! He's a double complication, and he rolled a double complication. Are you kidding? 2 successes
you're
and 2
going
Awesome.
complications.
This is why
That's awesome.
It sounds like a luck situation for you, friend.
You get,
Yep.
you can, or and that's 2 more luck
Yeah,
points,
I'm
or you
just
can
trying to
take
burn
him.
down.
Oh, frack.
We still have 1, but you know
Well,
what? I'll take
Well,
1
AP
over
is
2.
not to save for this, but he got real luck for these.
So you spent 1 luck for that.
Yeah.
So well, it's 1 less complication, even if you didn't get a success,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you know.
Now, see, it was ragstags. Now
Oh my
it's
god, that was.
now it is
Well,
a gator.
That's-
claw.
Zero, as you walked out here, you got successes, so you succeeded, but there are complications.
Uh-oh.
I love it.
Oh no.
Hey,
You
this got
notice
exciting.
there's a dog.
Uh-oh.
It's one of the you've seen these out in the wasteland before.
Dog
There's
meat.
not really any fur on them. They're kind of ratty
Oh.
looking, kind of like Sundance. And it's sitting there. It's got its head cocked and it's looking at you. And when you notice it, it lets out one loud bark. And you hear two more barks down the road.
Uh-oh. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
What is it? What's happening?
As soon as you
grab
say
my
that,
gun.
what is that happening? You hear in the distance coming towards you, Lucky's got one. Sky.
Wait, hold on. You cut out
Wait.
what?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
What?
did.
you cut out.
Lucky's got one. Up in the air.
Oh, like he said.
Lucky's.
He's got-
Someone's talking about their dog is barked at. That they
Oh.
they found something. The
Oh.
dog's name is Lucky.
Oh,
I
that's
cocked my
confusing.
gun.
Sorry to say that all out of character. I just want to make sure that we're like.
No,
Oh
you're
yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here, boys. And then I walk to where Zero is standing. And can I make a perception roll, or how far away are they? Or
you won't have to.
okay,
As you all get
super,
into your feet,
super duper.
as you're all getting to your feet, that's when two guys dressed in leather, with spiky bits all up across their bodies, and just generally look like they're some sort of they're very leather enthusiasts. Coming over the hill with two dogs, and the one in front of Zero
S&Ms.
just disappears. He just kind of jumps and runs away into the bush. But they're coming with two much bigger dogs. They're still ghoulish looking, but they're obviously not tracking dogs. These are the attack bruisers, and they're as they're running, just mouth foaming and
Oh,
just
no.
barking. And I'm gonna stop there.
Oh, I knew you were
Because-
gonna.
Oh, you.
That would be combat. Sorry.
I
So
knew
I'll
he
get
was
us-
gonna. I
So
knew
we
it.
begin next session. We're gonna begin in combat. We'll get
Yeah.
all the stuff ready in between, but we'll be on a combat map, and you'll be
Excellent.
fighting at least two humans and two dogs.
2 dogs or
So-
3 dogs?
Two dogs.
Two
One of
dogs.
them- the third dog disappeared off into the woods.
Wow.
It
So,
was a little dog.
question. I need to make sure of this because this is important.
Mhm.
Are we getting our luck restored between now and then?
No,
No, didn't think so.
Okay.
that's why I was so excited for
that.
all these bad rolls.
Even you're not that lucky.
I still have 5 luck. I'm just gonna point this out. I still have 5. I still have more than other players start with, and I spent 3 this session.
Whatever.
I'm,
All right.
I've been
Yeah.
holding. I've been holding on to
Good
mine.
lord.
I'm holding on to mine right now.
So out of character, you won't know really what this means, but you've got a raider scaver, and two dogs, mongrels
Mongrels.
coming forward.
Yep, the mongrels.
Can we befriend the dogs?
You probably could.
Good. I mean,
Interesting.
we probably should kill the raiders first. I bet we can't.
Probably.
I'm not sure we can befriend them. They're usually pretty psycho.
Usually.
We've got
Usually.
some meat.
Oh wow!
So-
Excellent. That was a good. I had a good time. That was.
That was it.
Oh,
for
yeah.
this
It was a
session.
great way to end the session.
Mm-hmm.
I was debating whether or not throwing you to combat so close to the end, and that's why I decided, well, it's about 8 minutes till the actual normal end, that we'd have to be like, no, we got to rush an end. No, we're gonna cut
Nah.
it there.
Make it good.
Has there been anything you guys want to see more of so far, or do you want to see less of? Do you guys want to do combat more? I guess it's a good time to think about that. Going forward, if you have any of those type of things, just let me know. As it is right now, I am feeding stuff out, and whatever you guys bite is what you bite. So,
Okay.
No, I like how it's going.
I think
Yeah.
it's too soon to tell. Like we're a bloodthirsty group that wants to kill everything, or we really like talking and trading. I mean, I don't want to spend. I like scrapping. I don't want to do it all the time, but I think tonight was
Yeah.
a good lesson in doing it and learning what it is
Yeah.
until we can see what it is.
Yeah.
Well, this thing is, as far as scrapping concerns, location type and size matter, because
Okay.
I gave you the small. There's a tiny size which is even smaller, like a safe. You could
Aw.
loot safes too. Average is like a shop or a house with several rooms in it. Large is
Mhm.
like a literal tower building. So there's a lot of, the amount of items is based on the size, of course.
Hmm.
what type of places? Residential, commercial, industrial, medical, agricultural, military, or just out on the ground. Like you could say, I want to scavenge this road as you go along. You can do this, but what you're going to get is going to be way more sporadic and harder because it's all going to be considered tinies, because it's going to be like this burnt out husk of a car. It's going to have maybe one thing in it. But you can. It's just
Gotcha.
going to slow everything down. And then how often has it been searched? In this case, everything on the main road is going to be searched a lot because it's a high traffic area.
Yeah,
But if you
Mhm.
decide to go off
Yep.
the beaten path hunting for a building, perception, survival, find one, it's most likely going to be untouched, which makes it, extra. At a minimum, untouched has 2 extra items in it, just because it's never been looted.
Gotcha.
And it reduces the difficulty down to practically 0. Like it's just literally don't have complications on the roll.
I'm
Gotcha.
not rolling.
Getting the amounts of successes counts. So it's interesting in that way. If there's any specific items you need, like small stuff, not ammo, but like I need to get water or we're going to starve, you can spend AP, or not AP, you can spend a luck point to say, I'm scavenging here, but I definitely need a Nuka-Cola. So I'm gonna spend a luck point so I get the Nuka-Cola, no matter what the area is.
Gotcha.
So those are things you
Okay.
can do. I'll bring these up again later because it's gonna come up here and there. We're gonna forget. But other than that, I have been Soundwave's ghost. I had the honor of being overseer for this first official full section. This is my Tuesday nights. I run this for the foreseeable future until the guys are ready to call it a day, or it's done somehow. I don't know. I don't have an end plan for this. It's just for when they get to where they want to go. On Thursdays, I play D&D when that's playing, or I play Band of Blades with Lucas is running both of those. We're coming up with some future plans once either of those are done. Most likely the
Blades.
Band of Blades will be the first one done, and we're kicking the can around to do another gaming Galamafri like we did on Tuesdays while waiting for Robotech to resume before. Several games on the list. If anyone watching this on YouTube or even now is interested in seeing what's available, go ahead and come to Lucas's Discord. He's got it literally called the Gaming Galamafri, I do believe, the channel. You can ask to join. You can try, hey, I'd like to run something for
Yeah.
you guys.
Mhm.
Or if there's just something you'd like, hey, you guys have you ever checked this out? You can throw that in there too. We're welcome to all that. We don't have anything set in stone because this is in the future, so definitely bring that out, because once it gets in towards the winter season of real life, games get a little more sporadic, so we look for shorter things to have some fun, because we don't like to just disappear off the airwaves altogether when we're all actually just sitting still at our houses just waiting for something to do. So that's it for me. I'll pass it on to Grimnack.
I'm Grimnack. I pretty much do this. I am playing with original box set on Fridays for Shadowrun, and on Saturdays we're doing D&D. Hopefully those will be coming up. I know the D&D game will be a podcast.
Yeah.
I think I'm broken.
No, we hear you. Oh,
I hear you.
he
Oh.
There we go.
he phased out. We'll see if he comes back.
All
I
right.
Haunting last words.
think I'm broken. Into the nether.
All right. So I
Reminds
guess
me of the
We'll pop it over to Calamity. How about that?
yeah, let's pop it over to Calamity.
Oh,
Tries to follow the
I'm-
chair.
I have been What'd you say?
It looked like you fell off your chair.
No, I'm just although that's something I would do for sure in real life. I've been Calamity. I have no socials to plug. I've the closest I've come to doing anything like this is being told by a massage therapist that I should start a podcast. That probably won't happen. So that's pretty much that's as far as I have gotten. This is as far as I've gotten in terms of like social media. I'm like a gremlin of my generation. I just don't have any. So
You're fine.
That's fine. You're here. That's all that matters.
Here you go.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Guess it's over to Delius.
Yeah,
Same.
Delius.
I have no online presence other than being here on Lucasgvariety. And other than that, appreciate everybody watching and look forward to next week.
Thank you, everybody. I'd like to first thank or re-thank again Tice the Betrayer for the cheer bits that are
Thanks,
most
Tice.
definitely going to come into play
Well, I've
next
already
week.
used one.
Yeah. Oh,
Way to
Grimnack.
go, Taste. Really appreciate
Now
that.
Grim's coming to come back and mess up my
There he
my
is.
viewing
Yep,
again.
I'm back.
Yep. Just
Sorry.
Just in time for me to have to mess with
It
the
happens.
overlay again.
Sorry, it
Truly,
froze.
look at
It
this.
froze on me right as Soundwave was like, "Hey, go ahead, Grimnack." I'm like, "What?" All
There you
right,
go.
you know,
Well,
start
we
talking.
heard, you heard, I think I'm broken. And then you're like, bzz.
It was great.
Oh, it was very sad.
If we never
It
heard from
reminded
you
me of
again,
the
it'll be-
Mars. Yeah,
You're the bot that just
Yeah.
got shot. I think
Yep.
I'm broken.
the Mars rover
I think
where
I'm
it's
getting
like
better.
it's getting dark and my battery is getting low.
Oh.
It's getting dark.
Actually, it makes me think of a Doctor Who episode, Silence in the Library, which is a creepy one with David Tennant. And
Ooh.
yeah, I got a little.
Anyway,
Talking Doctor Who, which I have under my Fallout shirt. I have a Doctor Who shirt, so bam, it all fits.
Cute.
It's like it's meant to be. Anyways, thank you, Tyson Betrayer, for betraying us every time. Thank you for everybody who was in the audience that was listening. Thank you for being here. Come back next week on Tuesday. See us again. Thursdays are swapping back and forth between Dungeons & Dragons, our Yawning Portal campaign, which is this week, and then the Band of Blades, which is a Forged in the Dark game, hacked from Band of Blades. And it's been a really good game. It's a dark military fantasy where you play a retreating army called the Legion, trying to get back to the east to hold up a defensive against the massive armies of the undead and the Cinder King before winter falls. That's coming to a close, and it's getting pretty intense. We're right in the middle of a really good episode. That'll be next week. Also, any support you can throw out is always welcome, whether you're in the chat, whether you follow, whether you sub. I'm going to talk to Soundwaves about having a special sub tag. If someone subs a Twitch during the viewing, maybe something special can happen for you. You know what? Everybody out there has Twitch Prime. You all have Twitch Prime. Everybody listening, everybody watch. You know what? Do you know that you get one free Amazon Prime, because Amazon owns Twitch. You get one free Twitch subscription every month. It's a $5 value. You haven't spent that this month, have you? No, that means you need to spend it right here at Lucasgvariety. Throw the money this way. I get a whole $2.50, and I thank you for it. Anyways, that's enough of me promoting my shameless promotions of that stuff. So I'm talking to you, Jason. Get on it. And now,
Well, I will.
come on, Jason.
come on. Anyway, that's all we got. But
I'm
yeah,
Jewish. You want me to give up money? Come on.
yes, I do. To me, yes. But
You
I
should
understand if
have
not. Give me your gold. All right, so that's it. Yes, stay tuned for late October, early November. I'm hoping to start the Gaming Gallimaufry. That is a series of short-run games with new GMs, new games, and new players. Where we do like 1 to 6 sessions per game. Bleh. And we're gonna all take turns swapping the GM chair. So you could join my Discord if you're interested in watching a certain game, like Soundwave says, GMing or playing in a game. We have up for grabs right now, and this is the last thing I'll say, then we'll get out of here. Chasing Adventure, maybe Into the Dark, The Warren, Call of Cthulhu. I plan on running a couple of those myself. Masks, Sea of the Stars, The King is Dead, Escape from Dino Island, Mouse Guard, Dungeon World, Monster of the Week. These are just a few items that have been thrown out there. May not all be done. Maybe they all will be. So if you have any interest in playing, GMing, or watching, make note of it in the Discord. All right, that's all for us now, guys. We got to get out of here. So we'll see you on Thursday and then again next week. Have a good night. God bless and good gaming. We'll see you later.